So, good evening, TI community from the UK and intelligence teams all over the world, big bank, the banks industry, and the visa industry, and the facial recognition industry, and especially the corrupted racketeering police force, and bank workers who allow these crimes to happen, to finance their balances, allowing criminals like blackmailing them, or they know, to steal people's identities like this Covert team and commit mass fraud. It's on the TV programme that was on tonight. Secret Genius of Modern Life, and it's on about the Visa card industry. And coming towards the end of it all, and it's on about facial recognition.
Completely horrified and delighted in equal measure. I mean, look, I've come home from a night out once or twice and looked like that.
So it has detected that it looks like a face.
You could probably take it off now.
The model has very confidently seen the 3D mask is not a real person, so the liveness check, as we call it, has failed, and I wouldn't be able to pass through and create an account.
No, mercifully. The thing that's extraordinary about this approach, though, is that the model is just looking at examples and working out for itself which ones are real, which ones aren't, by you telling it with lots of examples.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Using artificial intelligence, the more examples of spoof faces they show the system, the better that it gets at distinguishing real faces from masks. But what about the privacy issues around this use of personal information?
Are you getting any pushback from customers about moving towards this kind of technology?
I think increasingly, as you feel more secure, as you see the evidence that you're buying, and you're buying with biometrics and you are secure, then people will adopt it.
Presumably, though, Richard, at some point you will have a database of an entire country's worth of faces.
No, so we don't...
And this is where the Covert team leader and the Covert operators in Coventry have been photographing me, my brother, continuously for 18 years, are in serious trouble because they've networked our facial expressions, the way we're sitting from all angles, body language, and the way we walk. And because they're linked to fraudsters in Coventry, I want them all arrested. Every single Covert operator, every sector worker, every NHS person, every mental health administrator, every psychiatrist. They think they can keep a database of what they've captured of me, my brother, and everyone they have networked it to, whether in UK, in Europe, or around the world. Want West Midlands Police Force to do a major investigation. That includes their own people, the undercovers and the CID. Find all the clinical close-up photographs they've taken using thermology, infrasound, ultrasound, and outlining technology on me, my mother, and my brother, and find out where my brother is or what's happened to him. God bless him.
Store data in that kind of way. We only store data that we have permission to store. So we obviously have to take a video of someone and then it will pass through our system to be analysed. But we'll only store that if we've been given explicit permission from the user of the system to do that.
It's all very well for companies to say that they are acting responsibly. But this is new technology. Regulation is lagging behind, and it might not always be enough to just take their word for it.
It's one thing if you're just unlocking your smartphone, but it's quite another when you realise the extent to which data about who we are and what our faces look like is being harvested.
And that includes all the neuroscience, all the neurons, and all the language, conversations, and voice tones that they are capturing now to this very second. And our biology looks, eye looks, eye colour.
Last year, an American company was fined £7.5 million for harvesting 20 billion online images with the intention, probably, of using them for facial recognition.
And that includes biometrics and on in people's bodies.
I think it's worth asking questions and being informed about your own data? Who has access to it? Is it secure? And how could it be potentially used in future?
Technology never stays still. It changes incredibly fast. And it may well be that soon our bank cards will be obsolete. But whatever comes next,
Oh, it worked!
we can be sure that there are more brilliant ideas to come.
No one in their right minds would describe this as high tech. And yet, hiding within it, once you peel back those layers of plastic, is nothing less than a marvel of human ingenuity.
Next time.
So everybody, digest it all, psychoanalyse it all, TRs, realise what the covert operates about. They're criminal-minded, they're criminal active, and they're doing it for the future. Helping and aiding and abetting government and local council authorities sector abusers, including the youngsters, juniors, elders, seniors, to commit mass fraud, and they're also using the data, passing it on to criminal networks. While they're doing cybercrime on us all 24 hours a day. And intelligence teams in your countries, in your place of residence, the local authority, have to investigate it and start taking targeted individuals' reports very seriously, and the information they give it out on social media. Over and everybody, keep it real.